Hello, I hope you can excuse my awkwardness for however long this video is, because I don't do filming, and it's obvious. I hope you can excuse it, I'm very sorry. Anyway, let's begin the video. So, what if Obito did die in Naruto? And spoiler alert for those who haven't seen Naruto, even though it's kind of obvious. Yeah, just click away from the video and return when you've seen Naruto. Anyway, I'm not talking about when he dies at the end of the series. I'm talking about when a rock falls on top of him and he dies but is kidnapped by Madara because Madara is an utter weirdo. So what if he actually died? Obito is literally the reason behind why everything happens in Naruto. Everything from the Nine Tails attack to the Fourth Shinobi War. So let's just explore what would happen if he died under that rock. First of all, he would have never been able to become Toby or fake Madara. Then he would have never been able to control the Akatsuki and take that over, and they would have continued doing whatever they were doing, and they wouldn't be seen as a bad organisation. Members like Deidara and Sasori wouldn't have joined, and since they were recruited because Obito was controlling the group and he wanted criminals in there. And furthermore, a massive plot point of Naruto would have never happened either. The Nine Tails wouldn't have been extracted from Kushina, meaning that Kushina and Minato wouldn't have died. And Naruto wouldn't be a Jinchuriki, and he wouldn't be hated by everyone. He would have grown up with his parents, he would have been loved, everyone would respect him. Maybe he wouldn't pursue his dream of becoming Hokage, but I'm pretty sure he'd do that, especially since Minato is Hokage, and he'd probably look up to his dad quite a bit. Naruto the character, would literally not be the same without Obito doing what he did. Chances are he wouldn't have been the bratty annoying kid that everyone hated, myself included. He would have been able to make friends. He also wouldn't be as powerful since he doesn't have the Nine Tails chakra, but he's an Uzumaki, so he'd still be pretty strong. Because the Nine Tails attack never happened, the Uchiha wouldn't have been separated from the village. The Nine Tails attack is the very thing that sparked the coup. The Uchiha were upset that they were being casted out like criminals. Everyone blamed them for it because the Nine Tails can be controlled by the Sharingan, which is exactly what happened, but it was by someone everyone believed was dead. If Obito died, no one would have been able to control the Nine Tails and get it to attack the village, and everything would have continued on like normal. The coup would have never happened, or at the very least delayed. I highly doubt it would have happened since nothing would have happened to spark it in the first place, especially since there may have been a chance that Itachi could have been Hokage. The Uchiha were mainly upset that they were never given the chance to become Hokage, and so if there's a chance of Itachi taking the spot, then they might be fine. There'd be no reason to go against the Leaf. I mean, yes, there was a coup, there were plans of the coup before the Nine Tails attack, but I doubt it would have really gone ahead, since the Uchiha being moved really did set the idea of a coup in stone. All the Uchiha wanted was to be respected, not treated like criminals or hated. They wanted a chance to lead the village and be respected. If the coup was never planned and set in stone, Itachi wouldn't have had to kill his whole family, and he wouldn't have, minus Sasuke, and he wouldn't have had to leave to join the Akatsuki. He wouldn't have had to betray his clan or Sasuke's love for him, and he wouldn't have had to pretend to be a bad guy, so the village would never find out what really happened. Itachi would have been able to become a well-respected ninja, and maybe one day he could have become Hokage. Sasuke wouldn't have grown up hating his older brother. I'm pretty sure he'd still be strong, since instead of being fueled by hatred, he'd be fueled by his love for Itachi, and he'd be wanting to become exactly like his older brother. Like when Sasuke was a child before the whole Uchiha massacre happened, he wanted to be like Itachi so much he wanted to train at a very young age so he can be just as strong. So I'm pretty sure that's what would happen. And chances are he wouldn't have had to run off with Orochimaru either. And if Orochimaru did go after him, I'm pretty sure Itachi would be there to protect him, since in the anime, Itachi was off with the Akatsuki and couldn't really be there to protect Sasuke. And I also believe that the Akatsuki wouldn't have gone after the Jinchuriki, and if they did, Naruto wouldn't have been harmed due to him not being one. Instead, his mother would have been targeted and he'd be trying to protect his mother. And Gaara wouldn't have died either, and he would still have his tailed beast. The Fourth Shinobi War would have never happened either, due to that being started by Obito. The whole war was planned by him, with him dead and no Ten Tails, there wouldn't have been another war, and characters, especially Neji, wouldn't have died. Overall, so much bullshit would have been avoided, and the series literally would not be the same. People say that so much bullshit would have been avoided if Sasuke died or didn't exist, but to be honest, Sasuke is the way he is because of Obito. And if Obito didn't do what he did, it wouldn't have had to affect Sasuke. Sasuke would have never had a reason to be so full of hate. He wouldn't have hated Itachi, he wouldn't have hated the village later on when he found out the truth about Itachi. He'd never have the chance to run away from the Leaf in the first place. I mean, why would he if his older brother didn't kill his clan and torture him? But would the same thing happen if Obito had survived and wasn't crushed by the rock? I mean, like, the rock never fell and made him die in the first place. Like, he got to go back with Kakashi and Rin. Would he have still been manipulated by Madara, or would he have carried on with his life as usual? I mean, what are your thoughts? What do you think? Leave a comment below what you think would happen if Obito had survived. And if you enjoyed this video, even though I'm really awkward and I'm sorry, give it a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel for more anime content. My hair sucks. Bye.